All right, so the Minding Your Business podcast, I'm your host, Champ Ron. We come to you every Friday afternoon, and we're brought to you by Brooks Brothers Consulting. Brooks Brothers Consulting was started by myself and my brother, Philip, in June of 2013. We provide alternative financing options for individuals and businesses. So listen, if you're interested in acquiring an asset that can help grow your business, help grow your personal household, help you be able to hire more people and scale and scope your business, we're the company to be able to do that. We've got a network of 4,000 lenders all around the country that are looking to do one thing, and is they're looking for people who not want to get into debt, but people who want to purchase assets such as rental property, whether you're looking to fix and flip or fix and hold and earn rental income, equipment, whether you're looking to finance invoices that you've received and you're waiting on accounts payable and receivable, I guess in that case, to come through. Whether you're looking to purchase a vehicle or whatnot, whether you just inventory that you need to purchase, whatever that is, we've got a lender that's looking for you with great rates, the long terms. We don't do any of this daily draw stuff and all that kind of thing. We're talking about monthly payments, in some cases, some quarterly payment options. Not looking to review every document that you've ever got in your life, just a few light documentation. And we're looking to turn it around quick. So we're not looking to turn this into a marathon where it's going to take you weeks and months to get your decision and to get your funding. So we provide that. That's Brooks Brothers Consulting. Call us 901-808-3801, 901-808-3801. You can also visit us online, www.brooksbrothersconsulting.com. That's www.brooksbrothersconsulting.com. And you can email me personally, ron@brooksbrothersconsulting.com. Again, that's ron@brooksbrothersconsulting.com. Today's episode number 53. I'm excited about that. I'm here at Slice of Soul Pizza Lounge, and we're going to talk about legal, moral, and ethical. But first, we got to get the music for you on podcast land, so let's do that.
What we do here is go back.
All right. I'm your host, Champ Ron. This is the Minding Your Business podcast, coming to you on a great, sunny, hot summer day, July the 13th, Friday, here in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm at Slice of Soul Pizza Lounge, which is at Madison Avenue here in Midtown Memphis, 1299 Madison Avenue. Just got my lunch, so I just got the Memphis Meat Mafia. For those that are on the not on the podcast, you can't see this, but on Facebook Live you can. So got that going right now on today. So listen, a few things we want to get to when we talk about today's subject, which is episode 53. Episode 53, legal, moral, and ethical is what we're titling this. And what we're talking about today is how to avoid, in today's climate of compliance, today's environment of oversight, there's a lot more visibility, whether it's online. Today's generation of people is more informed than ever. And as a business owner, a prospective business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, whatever that is, you've got to make sure that you're dotting I's and crossing T's out here. You can't just go off the hype of things. You can't just get emotional and excited about ideas. What's up, Michael Proctor? How you doing, brother? Thank you for jumping on. you can't just get caught up into those kind of things. You've got to be very mindful of how things affect not just yourself, but the environment around you, those that look up to you, those that care for you, those that love you, those that want to see you successful. You've got to be very careful about how you operate out here. There was a recent, I think I've talked about this on one of the previous podcasts when it first came up, but one of my guys that I've known for a long time has gotten himself in a tough pickle with an investment deal that he did. And, not to get into a lot of the details of it, there's investment that went bad. What's funny is, not necessarily it's funny, it's unfortunate, but that people would go for this. So the investment deal was with a supposed medical company out on the West Coast. And the investor was being asked to invest $1,000 to earn back $1 million within 17 months. So now think about that math for a second. You invest $1,000 of your money, and you're being promised as a return, as an ROI, as a return on that investment, that you're going to receive an amount equal to $1 million, and all that's going to happen within 17 months. So just if you think of the math for a second, just take a step back, just think of the math. So that is about a 99,000% return if you do the math. If you go from $1,000 to $1 million in 17 months, that is about a 99,000% return. Just to compare, whether it's the S&P, the NASDAQ, whatever, the stock market. The stock market averages historically about 9.5-10% return. Okay, that's stock market. Real estate. Now, if you're flipping real estate, you can get a nice return depending on what your investment is. But flipping real estate is a one-time transaction. It's not an investment. I talked about that last week. Flipping real estate is not an investment. It is subjective. It is speculative. Right, in terms of that. So it's not really an investment, but you can get a large return. But there's nothing that's ever existed in the history of mankind that would have a 99,000% return. Okay? So anybody that would go for something like that, you weren't being very smart, you weren't being very sophisticated in your investment strategy and your understanding of investment, understanding of investment math. However, the challenge with this is now I've got one of my guys. He's not on my team or anything like that. Just one of my guys in my network that is under the gun because he took this money and he has not communicated very well to people about what happened with the investment. Supposedly the investment went bad, and as a result of it going bad, the money was lost. And so that's got a lot of people upset and things like that. And had a chance to consult with this brother, and I'm not looking to slam brothers and sisters, no matter how you look in the mirror. I'm not looking to slam people, on this particular podcast. I want to be able to learn, so I want to take the best practices from that, legal, moral, ethical, and go from there. So hopefully you can take this and learn from it as you go forward, and that's always the purpose of the Minding Your Business podcast. Here's kind of the deal with that. If you take that as a particular story. So the investors were not smart in doing that. However, he was not moral. And he's coming to find out because he wasn't moral in this situation, there's some legalities that are probably going to come. And so the legal side and then the ethical side, which is probably the big piece of it. Morality can be subjective, at least in my opinion, because with morality, you're talking about, whose morality, right? Most people's morality centers around some affiliation or some indoctrination to a religious belief. And that's fine. I'm not here to debate that one way or the other. But from a ethical standpoint, which is just typically defined by the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In that particular situation, it was missed. And the reason it was missed was for a few reasons. One, there was in my opinion, just a complete oversight of the math, like I mentioned earlier. There was a reliance on the hype of trying to do an investment and do different things that didn't work out. It didn't work out. And I think that from a fraudulent standpoint, you can get seduced with money. And here's the thing with money, when you talk about legal, moral, and ethical. I personally, I've done well here in Memphis. I've lived in other places. I've lived in Washington, D.C. I've lived in Seattle, Washington. I've visited around that country. I haven't been in every state and all that kind of thing, but I've been to business conferences. I've been to meet with clients. I've been to offer sales and compliance support in banking all around. And there is, a consensus that, again, your reputation precedes itself eventually in business. Okay? And when it comes to money, here's kind of the thing, and I've seen this all around. The people that really make money, that earn it from a wealth standpoint, I'm not talking about they may get large dollar amounts and at different aspects and things like that, but people who get legacy building money, people who build money to feed not just their own face, but to feed others, that they raise others and things like that. Those folks aren't always talking about money. You'll notice that broke folk talk about money all the time. They always talk about trying to get it. I always compare it to this. I compare it to this with money. This is my analogy. Now stay with me on this, because this is good stuff here. This is critical stuff. Chasing money is just like the coyote chasing the roadrunner. Okay? If you remember those old Looney Tune cartoons, you'll recall that every cartoon with the coyote and roadrunner was pretty much the same. It always started with the coyote naturally chasing the roadrunner. He's running as fast as he can. The roadrunner's running in front of him. And at some point, he gains ground and gets a little close to the roadrunner. And the roadrunner, while still running forward, turns his head in the 360, but a 180. So the roadrunner going forward turns his head in a 180, looks at the coyote, and sticks his tongue out and goes beep beep, and runs off. And usually he runs so fast that the damn road comes up off the ground. And he's gone. You don't see him. The coyote stops in his tracks, looks, and usually his eyes fall out his head. And he's been chasing this skinny-ass bird for as long as he's been chasing him. But that's what happens. And so he never really catches the roadrunner. And if he did catch it, the roadrunner is skinny as hell. When's he ever going to, what meat is he going to get off the roadrunner, right? But he's always chasing it. And that's how I equate to people that they're always chasing money. They're never going to have enough. And they're never even going to get to the point that they're really trying to get to, because they focus in on the money and not the process. They don't fall in love with the process. And it's the same thing what happens with people when they have issues with legalities and things like that, or morality, or with ethics, is they fall in love with the end result. They fall in love in many cases with money. And in my guy's case, I don't know what he did with the money. I don't know if he kept it. I don't know if he actually invested it. I don't know. But what I do know is that legal, moral, ethical, you've got to make sure that you fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process will do a few things. It slows you down, which many people don't like, because they want to go off the hype. They want to be able to, they want to be able to get. They see memes, they see other people successful, and they want it now. And they move so fast that you end up skipping steps, and you get seduced sometimes into doing some things that can cost you. If you find yourself in that situation, you've got to make sure, come on over here, Howard. You've got to make sure that, you slow down enough to not get caught up into that. So listen, I'm here I'm with my guy Howard, and y'all met Howard before because he's a friend of the podcast, and I'm so glad to have him. He's been very gracious. You guys showed us love for the 50th anniversary episode, so now we're at episode 53.
Oh yeah.
And so Howard, tell him we're gonna just take a quick break because I want Howard to share what he's got coming up because man, he's got some big things coming, man. Y'all, if y'all not jumping on now, man, yeah, that train's gonna be done left the station. You gonna be hot.
That's right. Well,
so tell them what you got going on, man.
Man, this is what we got going on. First of all, I want to say thanks to Ron. The draft party was a huge success. It looks like the Grizzlies got somebody pretty good. He's young, but I think he's going to do his thing.
I do too.
So the Grizzlies going to have a good team. Penny with the University of Memphis. I think we're going to have a solid team there.
Definitely.
And coming through with a championship with at least within about 2 or 3 years. So Ron's been all over that. We expect to have a lot of things going on, but the most recent thing that we do have going on is we have Slum Village, Jay Dilla, Bartin, Elzai, all the historic older members, but still T3 and Young RJ. So these guys are coming. They on tour right now, and I know that they are going to Nashville on the 24th or the 23rd, whichever one. It doesn't matter. Now you don't have to travel 3 hours, come back, then call yourself going to work. You can come on a Friday night, not a Monday or Tuesday. Get you on a Friday night on the 27th. Man, have a ball. We're going to have a live DJ. We're going to have T3, Young RJ. They're going to bring their DJ. We're going to bring our live band. We got Iron Mike Coalition that's going to open up, and maybe a surprise guest as well. Tickets are only $20. Go to Eventbrite before they go up because you know how people will do it. Look, get your tickets now, $20 for that lineup alone. And I think the last time when we did our grand opening, we didn't serve food. This time we will have food, pizza, wings, salads, and some new stuff that we're working on right now. All I'm saying is it's the rebirth of Slice. When we grand opening, man, we were just new in the business. But now we kind of got a little bit of knowledge. We don't know everything, but what we're doing is we're taking baby steps to make sure that we succeed in this business. It's a really hard business, but hey, with the help of God, with the help of, man, just being consistent and persistent, we're going to do this. So July 27th, which is a Friday, Slum Village. That's right. And from my understanding, they're doing like the Fantastic Voyage album, which is the album that really everyone knows. Raise It Up, Tainted, Selfish, So in Love, Ladies, all of that. Cognac Gardens, they doing all of that. And some of these songs will be with the live band. So if you don't know about Slum, man, do your research. Go on YouTube, hear the songs, download the Fantastic Voyage 2. JD with unreleased tracks on the new album. Unreleased tracks will be played that night. It's gonna be epic. If you're not here for that, I'm telling you, if you weren't here for Camp Low, there's no excuses. Friday, be there. Weather's gonna be great. Let's do this, Memphis. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. So you heard it right there. There's nothing else for me to say. Y'all heard it right there. So podcast listener, if you're in Memphis, Tennessee, July 27th, you got to find yourself the Slice of Soul Pizza Lounge. I'm going to be in the house. It's going to be a packed out house. You need to get in here. Slum Village, you know who that is. Come out and support. And don't just wait till the event. Come before then. Try out the food. Yeah, I've already showed you what I've got, right? And I'm already got a chance to kind of nibble something on. I'm going to knock this out before we do this show. But come enjoy the food. Come enjoy the atmosphere. Great lounge, man. Up and coming. Howard and his whole team, they're doing the right thing, right? So you got to come support. That's what it's about. That's what this podcast is about. That's what what he's doing. He's giving back to the city. He could go do this anywhere.
Yeah.
This ain't the only city in America, right? There's a lot of places. Howard could have said, "Man, listen, I'm gonna go to Atlanta. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there." Nothing wrong with any other city, but he's giving back to this particular city, and it's up to the rest of us to support. If you happen to not be in Memphis, or you'll find yourself in Memphis that week, come on by. Come on by Slice of Soul.
That's right.
Pizza Lounge. Come on by, try it out. If you come in here, you're going downtown, you're going to the ball game, you're going to Graceland and all that. Tell your guy that you want to come to Slice of Soul Pizza Lounge. Just tell him. He'll find it. He'll get on the GPS. He'll find it. It's here on Madison Avenue. Don't remember all the details. Just come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one other thing about that weekend or that Friday night, we are having a meet and greet with the guys. So basically, you can do the meet and greet, meet the guys, eat with them. They're gonna give you some history on the whole group, from Dilla to the Tracks to Batin to Elzai to Illa Jay's younger brother. I mean, merchandise. It's gonna be crazy. We'll have that information a little later on, but go to the Slice of Soul page on Facebook or Instagram. It's under Slice of Soul Pizza Lounge or Slice of Soul Memphis. Whichever one, you should be able to find it. We're going to post everything there. Right now, tickets are on sale through eventbrite.com. All you have to do is search Slum Village. Yeah. And it should come up, Rebirth of Slice, Slum Village, Lost Scrolls Tour.
There you go.
Tickets are only $20. Y'all get them. It's going to sell out.
Yep, definitely.
All right, Ron, I got to get out of here, bro.
Yep. Hey, I want to ask you a quick question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up?
As a business owner, we're on the topic of legal, moral, and ethical.
Okay.
And so, as a business owner, I know this is important to you all. What's the importance of being, ethical in your business? Sometimes you find people that they tread that line, or they have issues with that, about being real out here and not getting yourself caught up in those situations. And I know you guys are sticklers for doing business the right way, and that kind of thing. So talk about the importance of that for someone that's in business or looking to get in business, about their ethics, personally and professionally.
I think on the ethics and the moral points, about 20 minutes ago, we had some food that we didn't think was a good presentation of what Slice of Soul is.
Yeah.
So we told our customer that, hey, we didn't want to serve you this because we didn't think it was a good presentation. We gave her another option. We didn't charge her any extra because it took a little bit longer to get that. So now we just brought it out. She's happy. We're happy. And we still have a good name in the city for bringing you the best pizza and wings in the South. As far as ethically and doing things right, we all make mistakes. It's just the point on if you're going to keep making that mistake when it becomes unethical. And I think with us, the mistakes that we've made have been more of not knowing certain things or getting misquoted information from the state or city. Everyone knows that there's been this whole big thing with liquor and wine in the grocery stores. So at this point, to me, a lot of the city and the government, they don't know exactly what the statutes are, what the rules are, the mandates. They don't understand that. So everyone is telling everyone some of anything. So you get caught up in that. There's nothing that you can do because you followed what someone else who works for the government, and you end up biting the bullet for it. In that point in case, the only thing you can do, and this is from experience, the only thing you can do, don't worry about it, pray about it, and figure out in your mind that, man, I'm not going to be stopped. And that's what we did, and that's why we're bringing in Slum Village right now, because I was looking for a way to wait for something to come through that I had no power over. So I was holding off everything that we could have done.
Right.
But it was like, you know what? We're waiting on something that we have no power over. He didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of power, love, and self-discipline. So we said, man, we're going to pull the trigger. Let's go. Man, we pulled that trigger. We got Slum out here. Next month, we should have some. Every month, we should be bringing in something that's going to be great for the city of Memphis.
Yeah.
We're talking about Grammy-winning producers, songwriters. We're talking about people that have won Emmys. We're talking about people that have been in movies, teaching acting classes, that have books. We're talking about a lot of people that we are connected to just from past experience where, man, they will come down just because they know what type of people myself and Anthony are. They want to help us, and it's an avenue from somewhere they don't even know. They're from LA, California,
Right.
Philly, Jersey, Detroit.
Yeah.
But they're coming to the South. So, yeah, they've gone to other places in the South, but they've never gone to Memphis. Memphis is a special city. Memphis has special talents. Memphis has special people. And we still are doing the one thing that we started off to do, that is to bring the spirit of Memphis when we were growing up as kids and keep that going. Man, that loving spirit that is not going to stop you. That spirit that, man, doing your work is cool, but I'm still going to go to the skating rink on Saturday. I'm still going to go to the movies at UA Southbrook, walk down the street to Pizza Inn, give me a pizza, walk back, then I'm going to go to Southland Mall,
Right.
hang out, let's say parking lot pimping, or because at that time we ain't had no car. So we was walking.
Right.
We was walking and pimping. So, just having fun, man, respecting everyone and everything, and the love is here in Memphis. It just needs to be watered, nurtured, fertilized, and it's going to blossom even more.
There you go. There you go. Man, great words of wisdom.
Oh, man, thank you.
Great
Thank you.
words of wisdom there by my brother Howard.
Yeah.
Slice of Soul Pizza Lounge. You know what it is. Come on out. You heard him talk about a personal story in doing with the business. I think that's going to help a lot of people out, man. So we appreciate your transparency on that.
Oh, absolutely.
And just talking about the city, man. The city's
Yeah.
on the rise. It's people like you, people like myself, people watching us on Facebook Live, people on the podcast that are all going to help it get there, man. So I know you're busy, brother. You
Oh,
got
yeah,
things to
yeah.
do, man,
No
but
problem.
Thank you so much for
and
hopping on.
Don't forget about the Westwood.
Westwood.
The Westwood wings, full wings.
Yeah.
We got like 9 different flavors. The best wings and pizza in the South. Today, we have the $5 special, one topping. But
Yeah.
guess what? We got a flash sale on, if you come in, get a 7-inch, and it's an Albee Green, we're going to get that to you for $5 as well. Regular price $7. So y'all come on in. 2-for-1 beers from 4 to 8 later on this afternoon. Live DJ Low. We're going to turn up grown folk style. Come on out. 1299 Madison Avenue, Slice of Soul Pizza Lounge. Thank you.